In this video, you will learn about the different list methods. The first simplest one is to find the length, that is the number of elements in a list. So give len of list name, it will print how many elements are there in the list. List of method is used to convert a data type to a list. Count is used to count how many times a particular element is present inside the list. And index number, index will give the index number where that element is present. I'll show you how this works. I've given a list, 3 lists here, L1, L2, L3. Now let us consider L1 and give len of L1. It will give me 5 because 5 elements are there in this, right? Now, here look at L3, 1, 2, 3, 3 to 1, there are so many elements. So I want to count how many ones are there in this list. So L3 dot count of 1, there are 2 ones present in this. The same thing I'll say L3 dot count of 100, it will return 0 because there are no hundreds in this. Then index number, L3 dot index of 1. That is, number 1 is present in which index number. It will always return the first occurrence because there are 2 ones. Wherever it is found first, that index number will be returned. Suppose the number is not found, it will return an error. I try to find the index number of 100. It says 100 is not in the list. Okay, so count, if number is not found, it returns 0, otherwise it will count and give it. Index number, it will find the index number. If it is not present, it will return an error. And list of method is used to convert, say for example, there is a string called hello. If we say list of string, it will convert every alphabet to a list. So this is how this list of method works. Okay. Next, we have some methods which are used to add some elements to a list. What are the 3 methods that are there to add new elements to a list? Append, extend, insert. Append is used to add one element, single element to the end of a list. Extend is used to add more than one element to the end of a list. For append, you have to give list.append, that number or value. List for extend, list.extend bracket, inside the bracket you have to give the 4 or 5 elements as a list. You cannot simply give a comma and give it. Okay. Insert is used to add an element in any place. These two are used to add only at the end of a list, but insert is used to add in any index number. I'll show you how this works. Now I can give L dot append of 100, which will add a single element called 100 at the end of L, whereas L dot extend is used to add more than element. Then in that case I have to give everything inside a list. Now L will, or these 4 elements will be added at the end of a list, right? Then L dot insert, I am going to insert something in this place. In this place, which means 0, 1, 2. I want to insert in index number 2. I'll give L dot insert of 2, 30. So 30 will be inserted in index number 2. See, previously 30 wasn't there. Now 30 is inserted and the remaining things will be pushed to the right side. So these are the 3 methods which are used to add new elements to a list. Right? Next, how to delete elements from the list. There are 2 methods which are used to do that. One is remove and one is pop. Okay, I'll show you how it works. To remove an element, you need to give L dot remove of and give the value. See, I'm giving 55.56. So to remove using a number itself, the value itself, you need to give L dot remove. Now it does not exist. Suppose you simply give L dot pop, the last element of the list will be popped out. See, 45. And the popped element will be printed on the screen. It is returned. It returns the last element. Suppose I don't want the last element, I want the 4th element, which means index number 3. Then see, A gets popped out. So if you simply give pop without any argument, last element will be popped. If you give that index number, that particular value will be popped out. So to remove an element from a list, you can either use remove or pop. There are two other statements. Clear. What is clear? List dot clear, L dot clear, which means L will be cleared. All the values inside L will be removed and L will become an empty list. Whereas there is another statement called del. When you give del L, L itself is removed from memory, after which L will not be recognized at all. Entire list along with all the elements will be deleted from memory. So again I repeat, clear will remove all the values but empty list will exist, but del will remove the element itself completely with its value, so nothing will be recognized or retained in memory. And when you delete something, say for example you have L3 here, when you give L2, you simply give del L3 of 2:5. In this case, elements 2, 3, 4 alone will be deleted. This is another option in del statement. Okay. If you simply give del L3, entire thing will be removed. L3 of some range will remove that alone. Okay. Same way, when you have a list called, say L3 is here. When I say L3 of 2 equal to 100, L3's index number 2 will be changed. When I say L3 of 2:5 equal to some value like this, see what happens. See, 2:5 is replaced with the new numbers which I typed. This is one other method of assigning values to an existing list. Like instead of one element, you can replace the entire slice. So I have removed this 104, 5 and typed 5 new values instead of it. Okay, this is a simple technique which is used to change some group of values. Okay. Now, how to arrange elements in a list? There are three methods which are used to arrange elements: reverse, sort, sorted. L3 dot reverse will simply put a mirror image, like you have 1, 2, 122, 23, 34. It will not arrange anything. It will simply flip it like this. L3, see? When you simply give L3 dot reverse, it is done in place, but nothing will be printed on the screen. It will not return any answer. If I try to print L3 dot reverse, none will get printed. But internally, it will reverse everything. 6, 65, 54, it will be flipped this way, reverse. But when you sort something, how will you sort? L3 dot sort. This is also an in-place function, which means, see, nothing gets printed on the screen. I said L3 dot sort, I cannot see any answer. Why? Because it does not return anything. When you print L3, you will understand it has sorted everything in ascending order. Only thing is, when you sort, everything has to be either numbers or string. If it is a combination of numbers and strings, it will show an error. Now, if you want to sort in descending order, you need to give within brackets reverse equal to true. L3 dot sort reverse equal to true. Now I'll print and check. Yes, everything is sorted in reverse order. Okay. Now, if I don't want this value to be changed, I want a new answer, but I don't want to disturb the list. Then in that case, I can give L equal to sorted of L3. In this case, L will have a new list, but L3 will remain in the same order. L3 will not get disturbed. L3 will be sorted. A copy is saved in L. Okay, so that is the difference between sort. Sort will sort the original list itself, but sorted will create a copy and sort it. The original L3 will be retained will be retaining the same values. Okay. That is the difference between sort and sorted. The next one, we have three other functions which is used to find the minimum among the given set of values. Min of L3, max of L3 is used to find the maximum values. For this, there is only one condition. All the values should either be numbers or strings also. Everything should be strings, same data type. Then sum of values. When you find sum, nested list won't work. Okay, it will add all the elements and give you. If it is a string, it will cause error. If it is a nested list, it will cause error. Otherwise, if it is only numbers of int and float, it will give you the answer, right? Hope you understood all the list methods. In the next video, we'll move on to tuples or list programs.